Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And this is another part of our LGBT travel influencer series that we're doing in partnership with IGLTA. And today we are here with Leonard Miron from, did I say it right?
Was perfect. Was the way how you pronounce my name in Romanian,
Yes.
Romania being my native country. So, but was brilliant.
Leonard Miron, I love it. And now you're living in the UK, yes?
Yeah, I moved here. I would say that life moved me here, but I will be honest and I will tell you, love moved me here to UK 20 years ago. So
Oh,
yeah.
I love that story even more.
Yeah, well, it's like was last century. If you think honestly, it's almost last century, which is
Yeah,
sounds better than last millennium. So
yes.
I cannot complain about that.
We'll come up with a hashtag, love knows no boundaries or no borders.
Love that too. Can I steal it without paying the copyright? I love it.
Exactly. Exactly. No, it's just great. I've come to know you through social media, primarily through Twitter over the months, and I've enjoyed what you're doing. But yeah, I just thought, especially for our travel series here, tell us a little bit about kind of just how you got started and kind of what you do.
Oh, it's get started with media. It's actually part of my job because I started working for Romanian national television in 1990,
Oh wow.
and I've been doing uh, since then almost everything. Started with children program, and after that I moved to a morning breakfast show type of programs. I was doing game show. I was doing, and I'm sure that you know about that in US. I was doing Eurovision. I was the spokesperson for Romania for Eurovision 5 years in a row. And after that, moving to UK, I carry on to doing bits and bobs for Romanian national television.
Yeah.
With social media, I never thought that would be something very serious, just because I like to share my experiences and I love traveling.
Yeah.
And I start first with some photos on Facebook, of course, and after that I moved to Instagram, and I realized that I could share more than some photos
Yeah.
and one line of explanation. And I started to have my own blog,
Yeah.
leonardmiron.com, and I saw that I gained quite fast people interested in my type of travel.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about flying, I'm talking about hotels, I'm talking about cruising. Not necessarily full package experience like a package holiday, but this separate parts, if you want, flying, cruises,
Yeah.
hotels. And immediately after I start writing about that, I realized that I can bring some videos on my blog. I never thought about YouTube as a way to communicate and to interact
Yeah.
with my friends. I consider them friends. My YouTube channel was something like, yeah, I will post time to time something funny there. But I realized that actually I can do more with that YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
okay, I'm not Justin Bieber, I'm not RuPaul. I don't have thousands of followers on my YouTube channel. I'm not you with all your followers. But I think for what I'm doing on my, if you want, it sounds like to be pretentious to say target market, but for what I'm doing, going closer in only a couple of months to 2,000 followers on YouTube, I think it's quite good, and I'm quite happy with that. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started to do that more often as a professional job than just a holiday hobby that, oh, let's film something, let's take some photos and put everything together just
Yeah.
for fun. No, I'm doing serious, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. No, I think I actually believe in the business world that you kind of represent, and you're speaking to what really is the vast majority of folks. It's almost like it's not always that well known, because people assume that the word influencer is just somebody who's young and on Instagram, but it's all those touch points, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and others. But it's all those touch points and how you're producing content, and you're kind of this.
And it's more. Sorry to interrupt you. I think it's more important than that. And I think you, with what you are doing right now, it's a very good example. It's very easy to be influencer if you want.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have a hashtag and that's it. But
Yeah.
from there to move to being professional, to being more journalist than somebody who posts on social media, it's a long way. And you see now on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, yeah, I can have a camera. Each laptop has a camera. Every laptop has a camera, but what you are doing, it's more journalism than just I post something on the internet. You are not without a background. You think about the content, as you said. You think about the sound. You think about the quality of image, and it's what I'm trying to do. I'm not an influencer. I'm a journalist trying to share my experience and my knowledge with whoever it's interesting to accept. It's like a TV channel. If you don't like it, you have a remote control and you go to the next channel, or you move to the next page. So I think what you're doing, and sorry, you're supposed to say more than I'm supposed to say, but I admire you and I respect you for the level of professionalism that you bring in this kind of exchanging information about travel from professional point of view, and from the point of view of what you're doing for our community. I think it's brilliant.
Well,
I told you,
so
I'm envious that I didn't have this idea.
Well, and you know, to speak also to what you were saying, though, we actually believe the niche is the opportunity, and so you can't be all things to all people, and so we have decided to stay very specific. LGBTQ business, marketing, tourism has always been a big part of that, but
brilliant.
And I hate the word "stay in your lane" because that drives me crazy when people say that. But we do stay within our niche in the sense because we want to be one of the best in that specific. But we wouldn't when people come to us and say, "Hey, your strategy works for the LGBT community. Can you help us in others?" We can help, but our relationships and our experience has all been in the LGBT space. So we really try to stay true to that. And there's lots and lots of opportunity that even in this crazy year, it's still growing. Yeah.
And I think you found a perfect market, because I have friends, I have let's say business partner, which is a little bit too much maybe, in tourism, in travel industry, and they never looked up to recently maybe very serious at our community as a very, very important market. And of course, I didn't like, but I start to understand the symptom, the pink dollar. Let's be honest, without being vain or whatever, we have the LGBTQ community from the financial point of view has a huge power. Because it's how we are. We like spending, we like living our lives. We have enough barriers and walls and restriction to stop restricting ourselves in having the best holiday, the best I don't know, the best travel and this kind of thing. And I think people working in travel, they start to think very, very serious about how powerful we are and how much we can bring to this business.
No, that's a good point, and that's what I'm hopeful for 2021 as we go into that. On a different note, I know. On a different note, though, I enjoy watching. Like I said, your posts are different, but let's hear it in your own words. What sets you apart? How are you different from some of the other journalists?
We were discussing before when we started to get in contact that I'm not a big believer in a label travel. I don't need to, or I'm not looking only for a gay holiday, a gay cruise. So I think I have the right personality, maybe too much, to make my cruise, my holiday, my hotel, my city break gay enough. And I'm doing that trying to respect, and that's very important, and be aware of the environment where I am, because I do like to have fun, but I always think how much fun I can have to don't disturb the others, that they are in holiday. And maybe they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the awareness, they don't have the open mind or the understanding of what my definition of fun. So I think in the last 10 years, to be honest, I've been only with one gay hotel, labeled gay hotel, which was a very big disappointment, was in Canary Island. And I wrote about that. And it was quite funny because I got a message, quite an aggressive message from the owner, saying that I'm homophobe. And I said, yes, nobody called me. I've been called in 51 years in so many ways. Nobody called me homophobic and this kind of thing. It's about quality of travel, the sexuality, this label, and I hate. absolutely hate labels. Doesn't have anything with the quality, with what you expect for the money that you paid, and so on. So I'm trying to go in hotels where everybody's going, in
Yeah.
cruises for everybody, not necessarily market targeted or specialized cruises, if you want. And I think, for example, I hate if I will never go. For example, I will never go in a hotel if I read the review or their adverts saying we are gay friendly. You can say we are pet friendly or dog friendly. I don't want to go in a hotel, gay friendly hotel. I don't bite.
Yes.
If you ask me, yeah, but that's a different story, and I think it's a
Yes.
conversation for a different type of show. But
That's a good point.
but you see, it's don't put labels, don't
Yeah.
have misconception and things like, it's and it's confusing not only from my side, it's confusing from the other side too. And I'll give you an example, a story. I was on a cruise ship crossing the Atlantic from Barcelona to Miami. And it was quite funny. No, from Miami to Barcelona. It was quite funny because that cruise line was quite edgy, if you want,
Yeah.
having 2 hours every afternoon to give the members of community, our community, if you want, the chance to meet in a bar. And it was the space, and it was quite funny.
Yeah.
But they have this idea, oh, we cannot put LGBT, in that time was LGBT, meeting, because maybe somebody will be offended, or maybe they will not understand. Oh, let's put Friends of Dorothy hour. And I remember that me and my partner, we arrived in the bar 20 minutes before the official start of the hours, the happy hours. And was this gentleman approaching us, Spanish, very good looking. So I was like, our first reaction was, and he came and said, oh, when do you start? I said, oh, the time is 5 o'clock, let's say, but you can stay for a drink. Oh, no, I'm going to bring my daughter. I said, oh, that's very open-minded, good. I said, how old is your daughter? Oh, she's 4. She loves Wizard of Oz. And I said, wait a second, that's a big mistake. It's not what you think. So you see, be clear, be open, take the responsibility of what you want to do, the direction where you want to go. And I was quite happy that I had a conversation with somebody from the high management in that company regarding this story. And now they don't use the name. Now I'm working a project with an European cruise line, trying to bring the idea of LGBTQ plus community on board of their ships, because you cannot afford to say, oh, Matt, I don't want your money. Nobody in any businesses cannot say, oh, no, I don't want you on board. I don't want you in my hotel. Makes me to come to you. I think that's my idea.
This is gonna be fun when we summarize a lot of these conversations and talk about the fact that you bring a new and kind of refreshing outlook and point of view on several topics.
And to be honest, I don't know the travel market very well in States, but for example, in Europe, and you say, I have the ideas. I have ideas, but I'm absolutely rubbish in finances and management, financial management, if you ask. So if I want to start my own business, I will fail in day -1 because I'm not very good in all this financial bit. But I was thinking, for example, if I would have a travel company in Europe, at least in Europe, it's this niche absolutely ignored. Nobody thought about LGBTQ plus, I'm getting lost in all these letters, with children, families. Parenting in our community started to be a very, very strong point. And nobody was thinking, oh my God, who will make so much money? Because we are that type of parents that will never leave home with our kids with a budget. We go with open credit cards and open pockets and open wallets. So that's I don't know in States, but in Europe, nobody was thinking about offering something like that, like discount, special offers, and this kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it started years ago. There was something here called Our Family Vacations, and that was and they pursued exactly that niche, which was uh, uh, LGBT parents, families on cruise ships. So, and I know they're still going. I don't think they do a lot right now because, of course, it's a little crazy.
Of course.
But, um, but yeah, even in the mindset of things being different in 2020, how have you adapted, and are you doing things differently this year?
You see, for me wasn't a very big shock because a part of the time when I travel, I'm not a big going out person,
Yeah,
in bars, restaurants, or this kind of thing. Staying home for me, it's a fantastic opportunity to build some quality time together with my partner.
yeah,
So from this point of view, I didn't suffer too much. From work point of view, yes, indeed, was more difficult because I'm an old generation. For me, human contact is more. It's very, very important. I needed time to adjust to start talking with a camera and look at my laptop like the key to open the door to the world of my friends, of my business partner, and so on. So it wasn't
yeah,
easy from this point of view. But I think the advantage that I discovered that I started to be less selfish. Whatever I was producing for my blog, for my YouTube channel, stopped being for me. Before I used to make a video because I wanted to one day to have a glass with nice wine and watch my adventure in South America and
yeah,
everything, for example, and everything was built around me. I wanted to see myself. I wanted to remember the moments without giving information or useful information or tips or this kind of thing.
yeah,
And in March, when was the first lockdown in United Kingdom, I was talking with a very good friend of mine, a neighbor that she is 92, bless her. And she said, oh my God, I feel so lonely. I think I'm the only person in the world without friends, without problems, or with this type of problem and so on. And I was thinking, no, you are not. Everybody has problems. So I invented 10 originally, but after that was move on the 20 minutes chat show
yeah, yeah,
called 10 for 2, 10 minutes with two faces. And I
yeah,
was inviting friends or famous people from Romania and from UK to talk about their problems during lockdown. And initially
yeah,
that was broadcast only for my community, for my village where I live. Yeah,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
asking my neighbors to watch. And after that, the viewers expanded. And I moved in doing virtual cruises. I did one virtual cruise, a river cruise, from Budapest to Bucharest on the Danube.
yeah,
After that, I just finished the last episode with the South American cruise
yeah.
from Buenos Aires to Santiago de Chile, and I hope next week I will start working to my third virtual cruise, which will be a European cruise, more linked with what's happened now in Europe. You know that only two companies actually are sailing at the moment in Europe, and because of lockdown in Spain and France, it's only Italian cruise, Italian ports. So actually
Yeah.
my idea is that I want to start in Genoa and go Rome, Naples, Palermo, Malta, back to Genoa. So it will be a 7-day cruise. And my American friends, they were absolutely excited
Yeah.
because they wanted to do this cruise in 2020, but everything was canceled. So I think I learn a lot, and
Yeah.
I cannot say that I'm happy because I I had canceled 5 cruises this
Yeah.
year, and I'm absolutely desperate because my Christmas cruise, I just got a message that was canceled. My New Year's Eve cruise, I just got a message that is canceled. And in January, my best friend, she will be 50, and my present for her was another cruise that is canceled too. So
Yeah.
I just want this 2020 to finish.
I
You know, I know that I have a lot of sin, but I think I pay for my sins this year enough.
Yeah.
So whoever is organizing things, can we just stop this thing, because I had enough. You
Yes, I
know.
think we're all in the same boat. So this new year into 2021, I think we're going to be celebrating with this anticipation and hope that it is over.
Yeah, I do hope, because I think we were tested enough,
Yeah.
and it's not. I never believe everybody is saying, oh, when we get out of this pandemic, we will change and will be better. No, I don't think that will be better. I don't think that will change so much. I think whoever was a good person before March 2020 will be a good person after. Whoever was a beach before will be a beach after. So I don't think that changed. But I do want to finish because, you know, it's sad that you cannot do things that you think that before they were giving to you for granted. I can go for a shop whenever I want. Yeah, I can call my friend and go for a walk. Yeah, I can travel, just jump in a plane tomorrow and fly, I don't know, somewhere. Yeah. You learn that sometimes overnight things change. So
yes, I hear you. Know. But this is going to be good, and this is really, like I said, it's been great to get to know you better here. And when we're back and able to travel again, I really look forward to hanging out and having a coffee or lunch with you in person.
Oh, that will be absolutely brilliant. Especially that you see, I would like to take you so many places.
Yeah.
That I'm sure that you never been, or if you've been in like a tourist if you want. But there are so many things to do, and I started to think very serious that from now, for example, if our prime minister will respect his own words and we stop the lockdown in UK on the 2nd of December, another friends of mine, they celebrate their wedding anniversary and they're both 60 this year. So I organize a party in Lanzarote in a hotel, which, for example, will be a perfect destination for our community, but nobody's talking about, because even the manager, when I was talking to him before, he said, "Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think that we can have gay weddings, because it's possible to get married in Canary Island." And the location is absolutely fabulous. It's a hotel designed by a famous architect, Spanish architect, and Canarian architect, and so on. And it's such a nice place. And I think, and that's your fault if I start doing extra work, and we'll discuss that later. I want my next story for my blog or for my my YouTube channel to be an approach of this beautiful hotel, beautiful location in Lanzarote from our community point of view. And it's not the label, oh yeah, everybody will be naked around swimming pool. I don't have the age anymore, and therefore I'm sitting down. If I will be able to be naked around swimming pool, now I will be wearing a very tight t-shirt and stand up. But now I'm sitting down just to see my head, and you know. So it's a lot of things. And for example, the 50 plus members of our community, they need to have something to look and to search and to be supported with. From the travel point of view, families, as I said. So you gave me so many ideas, and I hope one day I will have the chance to say thank you face to face.
We will. But no, thank you so much for being here with us, and I look forward to our time again.
Thank you very much for having me. Good luck with your project, and I cannot wait to see the other episodes. I will not watch the one with me because it's crap, but sorry, we cannot say that. It's not very good, but I will watch all the other episodes for sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care now.
It feels good, so good.